Hey there, it's BitB, and welcome out to another BitB stream. Thanks for coming out. It is Sunday, and I'm playing a little bit more PC Building Simulator because I'm addicted. Excuse me for a second. For some stupid reason, before the show started, like literally a minute before the show started, my nose decided to have a panic attack and just sneeze the ever-loving daylights out of me. So I'm gonna blow my nose real quick. I'm gonna mute myself. Hold up. There we go. Oh, jeez. Right. So anyway. Now, I don't remember exactly what I did the last time. I seem to remember that just slowly but surely, I'm starting to get my head around just overclocking some of the more, like, advanced type of things involved with building PCs. And also, I don't know, we're just getting into some more nitty-gritty kind of thing. I don't know, it's kind of the exact same thing over and over. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know, like, it's relaxing, it's fun, I enjoy. So let us go ahead and head over to the game window. I haven't started the game yet, like I haven't been for this entire series. There we go. Oh, I hope the nose thing isn't an issue. I'm a little bit scared because a lot of people around me are getting sick with a random concoction of different things. Like I said, I think I got sick with some kind of a viral thing. Hopefully I am past it and I don't have to worry about it, but there's always a chance something could go bad. I hope not. I certainly hope it doesn't last. Like, there's somebody, I know they might have bronchitis. It's scary. I don't know. No, I just feel like I've sneezed once and now everything in my head needs to escape. Evacuate. Alright. So we begin. Now, I remember I left myself a PC to build, and also I think I have something I need to fix. Let me see. Replace CPU, replace graphics card. Alright, so I had no idea what CPU and graphics card was in this thing, so... Oh! Hey, there's a PC already sitting here. What was that about? I don't remember. It's fun coming back to all these. Oh, right. I remember now. Yes. I believe I got a part to make this happen. I forget what it was. I think I might have just gotten, like, another graphics card for the sake of this thing. Hold up. Oh, God. EVGA GeForce GT at 1060. So, I think what I did was I picked up some new graphics cards for this thing. Yes. Yes, I did. I went and I grabbed these two, and I think I'm supposed to, like, combo them up inside this machine. Just because I want to finally push to that, 4200 mark. That can be accomplished, but I'm going to need to do some SLI magic to make that happen. And, you know what? That's okay. That's fine. Though, 6,000. I don't know. I don't want to accidentally get myself in the red because I'm just like, let's do it the easy way. That. Did I not put in the right one? These things can SLI, right? Hold on a second. There. Maybe I don't have the right parts here. Hold up. Gigabyte Aorus Radeon 574G. They do have yeah, they can cross. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't think about maybe the motherboard can't do it. Oh shit. Yeah, that just occurred to me. Oopsies. Hold up a second. I forgot to open up Photoshop again. That is fine. Just so I have that set and ready to go. Yeah, okay. I don't happen... Okay, no. If I had... Give me a second. I don't have a motherboard capable of doing this. And even if I did, it's probably for something else. Shit. I need to look this up. Because maybe this board isn't even compatible with doing wait a minute, no! It has NVIDIA SLI on it. Oh, and now Photoshop is taking up my screen. Give me a second. I'm gonna readjust this. There we go. And real quick, I'm just gonna start up oh, son of a bitch. I would like to print screen, please. Thank you, computer. That's what I want. Give me another second. I am going to blow my nose again, and hopefully this will be a lot clearer this time. Cool. All right. So it says it's possible to do SLI, and then this card says, oh, it's crossfire. Okay, wait a minute. Maybe is this thing capable of doing crossfire? Because SLI and crossfire are not the exact same thing. I don't know. I didn't do this in the wrong way, did I? I hope not. Out of curiosity, I'm going to try and put this card back in. Yes, it still says it's a... Okay, alright. Real quick, let me test to see if maybe by plugging in the power, maybe now. No. Still not compatible. Yeah, I get the strange suspicion that it's not going to work unless I get a new freaking... Great, alright. So what is this? EJ. Alright, I'm gonna print screen. I'm gonna do some research on the computer. And we'll see if I need to get this guy a new, yeah, get him a new motherboard. Which, that would suck, but I've already come so far, I might as well just, like, go all hog wild on this. Alright. Look up in the shop. Z270. Here we are. Yep, multi-GPU SLI. So the thing that I just set us up to do is not going to work. Shit. I should have gotten... yeah, I should have gotten NVIDIA graphics cards if I wanted to make this happen. Well, are they NVIDIA? I don't think they're NVIDIA. Because again, Crossfire, I think, is the strictly... I think it's... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like the strictly AMD thing. Crap. Well, do I want to upgrade this guy's... yeah, I suppose I have to. I think this is the one that he had before. Or it's close, anyway. Alright, where's the back button on the son of a bitch? Here we are. It's not gonna be any... It's not gonna be significantly different. Oh, wait, no, it's gonna be significantly different because it's an AM4 socket. And if I want to do a complete... Yeah, if I want to completely replace everything on here, I need to go for something like that. Yeah, this thing is advertising Crossfire SLI, DDR4, Kaby Lake. Is this also? Yeah, this is also Kaby Lake. Rough. Okay. We're getting a whole lot of new shit, and I'm sure I'm like, you know, I'm going into the hole just for this one dude. Okay. Now, for this is a little bit different. Because this, I don't know what parts I need for this. Let me see what was this about? PC can play Feudal Fantasy. Ah, okay. Yes. Alright. And I know I have all the parts related for that. So I can definitely do this. So let's just build this computer, get it done, and get ourselves some cash. So that we are in good standing. Alright. So, first off. I'm gonna head back to Will It Run. The new Feudal Fantasy. He was asking for minimum specs, right? Email. Can thou help? Yep, minimum specs. So this is the screen that I need to be paying attention to. Cool. Pretty sure I got everything for him, so we are good to go. Let's begin. Motherboard, I got him just a basic-ass motherboard because I don't think Feudal Fantasy is going to require too much power. Especially at minimum specs. Or maybe it does, I don't know. There we go. So if I'm not super distracted by this, I figured I could talk about the Nintendo Direct that happened not too long ago. Because I realized I didn't do that. So maybe I should. Shouldn't? I'm not sure. That was the right CPU, right? Yes it is. But no, I saw the new Direct, and to put on my cynical pants, I noticed that there were a lot of announcements for old games. Just a lot of stuff is just like, look, it's coming to Switch, but it's already been out for like 5 years. It's like, you know, but it's coming for the Switch. That makes it different. So, I don't know. I'm kind of excited that a whole bunch of video games that previously wouldn't have been on a Nintendo console are finally coming to a Nintendo console. That's cool. You know, I guess I'm okay with that. I suppose. I forget. What did I... Oh, which one of these things? I guess I could just go with the cheapo RAM. That's probably what I ended up doing for this asshole. There we go. See, I don't know. There were a couple of things in the Direct that I got kind of excited about. Not super jump to the moon excited or anything, any way, shape, or form, but still excited. Everyone and their dog is talking about the Smash announcement because, of course. I'm really, like, okay. As weird as it is to say, like, I guess I'm kind of okay with Isabelle being a fighter. It's like, okay, whatever. It's sort of like, it doesn't really do anything for me. I do know that a lot of people got very, very excited about the fact that there's a new Animal Crossing coming out. Now, I'm not a huge fan of Animal Crossing, but I'm still very happy that people are getting what they wanted. Where'd that oh, wow. Oh, I forgot. This PCI lock doesn't completely come off. There we go. Okay. So, we got the memory, we got the motherboard, we got the CPU, GPU, storage. Got you a cheap amount of storage because I'm a cheap whore. And you open up from the back. Great. But I don't know, I've been sold on Smash Ultimate for a very long time here. It's basically the same way that I felt when the Smash for Wii U came out. I was already sold. Like, I was done. Like, they made the announcement that, oh, it's coming out. I'm like, ooh, it's an HD Smash Brothers. Okay, I'm cool. And then they announced Mega Man was coming out for it. So it's like, yes, okay, you got me. All right, stop trying to sell it to me, Nintendo. I'm done. And then they just started adding more people. They announced Pac-Man was going to be a playable character. I'm just like, come on. I can only get so excited, Nintendo. Holy shit. So, I don't know. I'm very easily pleased, I guess. Like, let's be fair here, though. I mean, I do have certain characters that I would love to show up. But if they don't show up in this iteration, or any iteration at all, you know what? It's Nintendo's game. Like, I don't have a problem with it. I'm just excited for whatever they decide to do. If it's literally just reiterations of the exact same thing over and over again, which it kind of is, but at the very least, they're trying to mix up the formula and add new things every single time they make Smash, so... No, it's not quite there yet. But if it gets to the point where it's just a regular old roster thing where they release it every year, that's when I'm going to get cynical, but until then. Also, see a little bit of a geometry bug here. That's a good way to use to do cable management. Just have a case where it just, like, moves through it. Alright. Anyway, I think this will do it for the computer. So, oh, right, this is a brand new computer, so I have to install the OS. Okay. So fresh, so clean. I'll go ahead and talk about, my wish list for it. I mean, I have a few particular, a few like what ifs. Just like, what if this was a thing? But there are a couple of people that I know are just never going to be a part of it. There's a lot of people. Here's one in particular. There's a lot of people that really badly want Banjo-Kazooie to be playable characters. And you know what? I'm right up there with them. I really badly do want to get Banjo and Kazooie as playable characters. That said, I'm not going to howl at the moon for them. Just like, you know what? If they don't show up, if they don't become characters, it doesn't hurt me. It's like, whatever. Okay, so this is quite literally just broken parts. And it's a CPU and GPU. Okay, that can be accomplished. You have water cooling. Fancy, fancy, fancy. Though it looks like it's going to be harder to take it out because it is water cooling. But whatever. But no, I've thought about it. Banjo-Kazooie being a part of Smash. It's not completely out there. It's not a complete oddity. In fact, like, Microsoft has gone on record, or at least like their social media group, who, you could say that they are or not a part of the main team. Who knows? But they have said, like, on record, they've said that, oh yeah, we would love to have Banjo-Kazooie in Smash, but mainly I think it has to do with cross-promotion and that kind of thing. And honestly, like, I would really, really like it if there hasn't been like a true Banjo-Kazooie game in such a long period of time. Wouldn't it be amazing? Because I remember Mega Man 11 is going to be coming out, and I think a huge reason why that's happening in the first place is because, well, one, Mighty Number 9, and two, just the fact that Mega Man made it in Smash and it was such a big deal. I think a lot of people looked at that and they said, oh, hey, or at least Capcom, they looked at that and said, I think we're sitting on money pile. Maybe we should do something about this. Okay, anyway, GTX 1060 gaming VR. Wow. Okay, 1060 gaming VR X. All right, no, what this is just a standard, so I'm gonna add that. That should do it. Okay, now the broken part. That was one broken part. What was the other one? Let me look at my inventory again. The broken CPU is an Intel Celeron. Dude, you can do so much better than that. I don't know. All he's saying is he wants it replaced, so that's what you get, a replacement. All right. Okay, Intel Celeron G3930. Okay, there's those parts. Let me just get my bearings here. So that is for this PC, which has all the broken stuff, and it should work perfectly fine once I get that. Unless there's something weird with it. Out of complete paranoia. Let me take a look at this. No, okay, no, the liquid cooling does work, so. One of these days, it's gonna freak me out, and it's going to, like, pull a fast one on me, just being like, oh, hey, the cooler's broken. It's already happened once. And you need a brand new... Yeah, you need a brand new motherboard in order to make you work. Sucks. Alright. But that should be everything for that. I can't do anything with it now. So there's missing parts of that, missing parts. Can thou help? Yes! I'm gonna collect my money. Upgrade, please. What's up? Can you help me make my PC faster? My mate's PC benchmarks that, so I need at least that. Can you put in 8 gigs of memory? I like how water cooling looks. Oh, man. I like how water cooling looks. I mean, I'm not going to say man after my own heart, but just visually something looks really neat. So I'm going to go with that. no thoughts about whether or not it's actually functional. Do I have water cooling sitting in my inventory? Probably not. Well, that's the used one. Okay, so we at least know that this person is going to want water cooling. And 8 gigabytes of RAM. I have 8 gigs of used RAM? Good question. What should I do with that? Yeah, I have these. Actually, I don't... Oh, these are entirely different RAM sticks. Wait a minute. Yeah, I just noticed that. Yeah, 2666 megahertz and that. So these things won't be compatible. Never mind. I at least need to get... Actually, where the heck did those come from anyways? Did they say it was used? It did. Alright. So I guess I could... print screen. I can go grab myself one of these sticks of RAM. Probably the lower end one. First of all, yeah, I'll give you 2 sticks of the G4. Oh, actually, no, the T-Force Dark Red 4 gig. And I guess I'll get you water cooling too, but what the heck is also in your computer? All right. But let me look that up. Oh, wait a minute. There. Search results. How the heck do I... Okay, I'm gonna go to memory just directly. 4 gigabyte... 4... Son of a bitch. I'm just gonna look for it in the menu because it's easier. Okay. Team Group T-Force... Dock Red. 4 gig... Yep, this is the exact same one. I'll add that. And then you want water cooling for no other reason than it looks neat. Alright, cool. Although it's not freaking efficient. That's the thing. But we learned the last time that we did this that the water cooling system that we currently have sitting in here might not be the best one. Oh, which one did I grab? Shit, hold up. Oh, I think I got like one of the better ones. Okay. That's okay. That's fine. How much is the other one? Give me a second. CPU cooling. We got... Because I think this is the one we started out with, and it's nowhere as good as just getting a fan. This, on the other hand, actually does. It works a little bit better. So, okay. I don't have a problem with it. Alright. So, that score, 8 gigs of RAM, water cooling... That's fine. Now let me just, like, collect inventory. Let's see what we got. The new motherboard for that one computer, which I'll be able to finally push out the door. Jesus. New graphics card and processor for the one that's sitting over there. Some new RAM to bring the one that's coming in to 8 gigs and water cooling. So that works fine to me. Alright. And that's all I can do right now. I am in darkness once again. Anywho. Now, funny enough, me talking about Banjo-Kazooie, there's a lot of people that'll say that the Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts was a bad game. But you know what? I personally, even in the time, I didn't think it was necessarily a bad game. It just wasn't a Banjo-Kazooie game. You know, if you went into it expecting a Banjo-Kazooie experience and you didn't get that, yeah, you got sad. I slightly got sad, kinda. But it's okay. Like, I don't have a problem with it. And I played it on the stream, and I mentioned that stuff pretty directly. It's not necessarily a bad game, but if you go into it with the mindset of, oh yeah, I'm going to go explore and run around and you know, enjoy myself, slow your roll. That might not actually be what you get to do. So how pissed off would this guy be if I decided to just replace his water cooler with a random-ass CPU fan? I hope not much. Okay, so what else did I pull out? Oh, right. Well, of course, the graphics card. Jesus. So the broken was that one, was that one, and this is the brand spanking new one. Enjoy, buddy. I just kind of sit there and I wonder, like, what the heck would their moveset even be? Oh, here's one thing I thought about. What the heck would their final smash be? There's a good question. Because they got a lot of moves. Like, what would it be? I thought maybe their final smash could potentially be... I don't know, something about... maybe Dragon Kazooie from Banjo-Tooie. Because that was a pretty OP set of, a set of powers that Kazooie had at that time. But that's not really iconic, and that's the problem. Alright, so I need to upgrade this guy. Might as well bring him over here. Alright. Now, let's pull this frickin' thing apart and get the motherboard. Why? Oh, well. You do what you gotta do. Now, I know plenty of Final Smashes that Gruntilda could do if she joined Smash for some stupid reason. I guess, like, kind of the thing I thought, just because the whole King K. Rool and the fact that the big laser that King K. Rool controls in Donkey Kong 64, I thought maybe that could be Gruntilda's, except replace that with the Big O Blaster. But that's to say that Gruntilda would become a Smash character, and that would probably not happen. At least not for a very, very long time. Alright, well, this is a perfectly good motherboard, so I'll keep it. But we're going to replace this with a very fancy, brand spanking new thing. Like, Ollie, you'd better appreciate all the work I'm going in to try and make this happen. I've probably spent way more than he's going to be handing me. Or she, I forget. Oh, wait, yeah, got signed. This is Ollie. Oh, didn't I, he got signed as, MLG player for League of Legends. I think that's what it was. So, I think this was a brand new computer that I was setting up for him. Maybe, oh, wow, that means I double screwed up, because that means, that explains why this thing, oh yeah, I bought an EVGA, because I'm like, let's build an EVGA computer. Oh, it only does SLI. Well, I double fucked up, alright. Well, you learn your lessons, don't you? Okay, so the processor that I chose was a very nice processor. But a little dab of paste. And now a very, very nice cooler. Install the memory. And the memory I chose was... I forget what I decided to put in here. Pretty sure it was just this one. Yeah, it's that one. I remember now. It's the one with the lights on it for some stupid reason. Okay, don't need to mess with storage or power supply, or the CPU cooling, or case fans for that matter. Alright, let's go ahead and slap some graphics cards into this sucker. Ollie, this computer is going to fly. What's he doing with his the previous computer? He's just using that for casual kind of shit. I am looking forward to the next time I decide to build a new rig, because I'd like to take this one and I would like to make this one the number cruncher. And then I would like to make one specifically for, like, video games and stuff. Whereas this one is kind of the I make it do everything computer. Whoops. Okay. So I've installed all of that. She's ready to boot, Captain. And hopefully we will hit a 3D Mark score of 4,200. Hopefully. CPU still needs a little bit of work, but that's okay, because the graphics card's going to take care of everything else for it. That's going to be buttery smooth. Okay, so, here's another big question mark. So what kind of RAM do you already have sitting in here? Nope, this is shite. I'm taking this from you, and I am replacing it with some brand new stuff. Pop that in. Grab the used stick, because they'll never know. Install water cooling. Oh, so yes, we need to take this off. Hello, Victor. How's it going? Okay, actually, all right. I am very curious. Was it any different or any better? Okay, so this is this. All right, this is the cooler that was already in there. Actually, yeah, ADCFM. This is going to be an upgrade to the cooling that's already in there, but it's going to require me to pull the case apart. That can be done. How does water cooling work? Do you refill it? I don't know. I'm actually not sure. I think you can go out and buy more, and I think you have to just maintain it, maybe? I know it's not, like, actually 100% water cooling. It uses a coolant. Yeah, it's not using just, water. Me, I've never really done anything water cooling related. Mainly because just the concept of putting anything liquid next to my electronics scares the ever-loving piss out of me. So, yeah, I'd rather not. Although I did see, oh god, what was that one computer? It was a really powerful supercomputer that was it was cooled in oil, which was freaking weird. It was like a non-conductive oil. And I thought, it's like, oh, that's really neat. Probably really expensive if you wanted to do that in your house. Here, I need to power this. There we go. Let's install the side. I mean, technically speaking, yep, you could submerge an entire computer inside of a liquid, but the liquid needs to be as non-conductive as possible. All right. She lives. Okay, it needs a 3D Mark score of that, which that's where the problems are going to come in, I think. Let's install you. Yes. All right, what's you do? Oh, dear God. Yep. We've smashed the score that we needed, which was 4,200. So I think Ollie is going to be a very, very happy League of Legends player. Running Minecraft on that. You could see all of the blocks and pixels. All of them. All right, let's see what that turns up. Okay, so now I can collect the payment for these guys. So the score this thing is asking for is 2744. I wonder, what is the GPU in this? Because I bought a lot of really nice GPUs as of late. I might be able to boot this one out the door early. Maybe, I'm not sure. What's the status? Oh, this is going to take a while. All right, never mind. Okay, I'm going to collect my money. Wow, look at my dollars. This business is actually coming off of the... Yeah, it's leaving the ground. It's up in the air. And then, yeah, this is a Ken Thou'st help. I have health. And this is the thing for the upgrade before. New parts. Dominator Platinum 16. Holy shit. That sounds like a heck of a lot of RAM. Following parts. That looks like... Oh, is that a case? I think that might be a case. Alright. Hey! I need to upgrade my PC. In terms of performance, I want it to benchmark around that much. I'd like 8 gigabytes of RAM. Is that much time a reasonable deadline? I don't know how much trouble you're going to hand me. And also, you're not going to be handing me much money. But that's fine. Make my PC better. Wow, a lot of people are asking for the same things. We're a very late game. Nobody's giving me any, like, complex things. It's just like, I want a score of this, please. Do it. Okay, alright. And I just need to come up with a way to do it in such a way that I don't go bankrupt. 2130. Okay. What kind of graphics card's already in here? Because I might be able to improve this if this is 1050. I could see being able to improve that actually. Here, let's just steal your graphics card and let's replace it with a different one. So the one that I was pulled out, 1050. Oh, it's a 1050 Ti. Actually, that is pretty good. But let me see. 4 gig. Okay, this is broken. I might as well just sell this. I think the only thing I could possibly do better would be to this thing. It's super expensive, though. 1050 is not bad. Well, not according to this score. Whatever gets us that number, I will go for it. I'm just going to keep it open, because I have this strange suspicion that somehow I'm going to need to go into it again. Oh, also, wait a minute. You don't need to be in the computer anymore. Alright, I don't imagine that it's going to be running any faster after that. I don't know. I'd really like to see if I can get it out the door now. If I can. I don't want to spend any extra amount of money that I don't need to. Okay, this is in transit, and I'm working on this one. And, well, let me look at this. Upgrade to 8 gigabytes of RAM. Upgrade to 8 gigabytes of RAM. Problem is, I don't know what RAM sticks these guys are rocking, so I can't do much about that unless I wanted to go out and buy them brand spanking new RAM. And I kind of don't want to do that. And as for everything else, I don't know what else is in their PC, so I can't improve that score until I figure that out. How's the picture? Still molasses. Gotcha. I probably should have taken a look at the preview of that last computer. You know, the one with, like, the crossfire going on in it. $400? Just build a new one. There. I don't know about that. Again, the goal of the mission is that we need to make money in this business. I mean, the scores that they are handing me, it sounds like at least $1,000 rigs. Or, you know, something around there. I'm trying to figure out what the difference is between, like, these individual... Oh, there. Holy shit! Wow! That does it. Can I, like... that's a very nice GPU. Can I keep it? I don't know if I want to part with that. That GPU does some pretty mighty fine work. Damn it. Keep it. I mean, I'm trying to... What do I do? What do I do in this scenario? What do I have? No. I don't think any of these other graphics cards will be able to push it in that direction. That's a problem. Give him 2 GPUs. No, I'm not going to spend a bunch of extra money on that. But how much does a used GPU even cost? One that works? Quite a bit. I remember I had that panic on the second time that I played this game, where I ended up having to sell, like, everything, and I only just managed to scrape together enough money to, like, push myself through it. That was a scary time. So I at least feel like I want to go and purchase. Yeah. Actually, let me look at the new graphics cards. What do I have? Yeah, this is the thing that I just put inside of the computer. I kind of want to go and pick up one just so I have one on stock, just in case I need one. So, right. And before I say confirmed on that, I'm going to put this... I have no idea what the... I'm about to push this out the door, and I'm going to get an email from another client, and I don't know what they're going to ask for. Just rip the cords out of the wall. Done. Okay. There you go. Your computer is amazing now. Just added Intel Core i5. Ooh, oh my god. That's pretty freaking good for an i5. And then that's a... Oh, that's... Oh, Jesus. That's a brand new... maybe I should go look at that in the store. My god. And then that looks to be more RAM. Cool. Need upgrade work. I haven't upgraded for a while, so it's about time you do benchmarking right. I'm looking for a score of about that. I'm after 8 gigabytes of memory, like freaking all of you people. I need this pretty soon. This amount of time. I got a lot of these things that need to be done in 4 days. I hope I don't run into any problems. That being said, they're not asking, they're not offering me much, so I kind of want to just work with what they already have and boost them up. But that means I can't really buy anything. But, let me go to the shop. What was that graphics card that was just added? Oh, Jesus. I think it's one of these. Holy shit. My god. Yeah. Holy mother of hell. These are kind of working wonders for the clients right now, but eventually I feel like we need to move up to these. Holy crap. Well, like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and buy one of these now. Just because I'd like to have one on stock, just in case. Question. Do these things... Oh, no, they cannot be SLI'd. Or crossfired. Alright. So I'm about to get 3 computers that are complete enigmas. Crap. There's the card, and there's everybody's computers who are whining, being like, upgrade time. Okay, alright. So let's just start out with easy. The lowest score possible. It's an odd case. Look at that. Weird. I think it's one of the new, like, yeah, new NZXT cases. So you want... Jesus. Wow, you do not have much RAM inside your computer. You've got a lot of work to do. Looks like I need to just upgrade it outright. So what else do you have in here? 1050 Ti, that's not bad. I feel like maybe just any of the graphics cards I have sitting in my inventory would improve that. Maybe. Alright, before I screw around with that, I actually want to take a look at some of the other computers over here, because they might tell me a slightly different story. Okay, 8 gigs of RAM. What do we got here? This is 4 gigs of RAM. What do I have in my inventory right now for memory sticks? None of them that... Yeah, absolutely none of these things match up with each other. They're all different RAMs. God damn it. Right. So the score that you're asking for is this. Very well. I'm feeling kind of lazy. Well, it looks good. Yeah, I guess. Looks can be deceiving, though. I feel like I want to buy RAM for everybody. It's just... Jeez. Every one of my clients has just asked me for 8 gigs of RAM. Come on. Just out of curiosity, I want to grab the other case and I want to see what RAM it's working with. Maybe I can find a double. Probably not. That does not look like a double. Matter of fact, that looks entirely different from anything I've ever picked up. Crap. Alright. So what kind of RAM are all of these computers rocking? It looks like most of them were working on 2133 megahertz, but this one was rocking like the better stuff. Just test every RAM. Again, the problem is you can't really mix and match RAM, and I learned that just by building computers and also by messing around with this game. Because if you were to go and install one stick of RAM, go into your in this, you'll see that suddenly everything else is incompatible. Because it's a different make, a different model, and a lot of times RAM doesn't like to work with other types of RAM. Sometimes it can, but you're much better off just going off and buying a big ol' swarm of other RAM if you don't have a stick of the exact same make and model. That's why I say, I'm looking at all of the RAM these guys have, I'm like, you know what? Should I just throw a RAM party? That seems like the simplest idea. That said, that means that I'm going to have to hold off on, yes, RAM party! Again, that means that I'm going to have to hold off on upgrading all these things until later. But, that can be done. Alright. Well, since we're trying to get better scores, there's another question. Perhaps I should upgrade everybody up. Not only 8 gigs of RAM, but let's upgrade everybody up to 2666 megahertz. I'd say that's good. As for everything else, real quick, I want to do some tests on some of these computers just to see if I can pick up anything. I'm just going to use like the best RAM that I got. I'm going to slot it in. So the 3D Mark score that you want is 2225. My assumption is that this GPU probably will not do it. You know what? Just to be thorough, I don't want to jump to conclusions. Yeah. Let's install 3D Mark. Oh, shit, I need to... Now, see, there's a function in this game, and it's an automatic cable connector that makes it so that this process here is automatic when you put the computer down. And God help me, one of these days, I'm going to spend the money, and I am going to get it. Because that's really tedious and dumb. Can I destroy it? I'd rather not destroy the client's computers. But if that's just a factual, is it possible to destroy the computer? Kinda, yeah. If you accidentally overclock something wrong, you can destroy their GPU. So, you gotta be careful there. What if I do it? Well, I either throw it out and just say, sorry, I killed your computer. Thankfully, the customers here, they seem pretty passive, and if you screw something up, they tend to just never talk to you again. Your reputation is probably destroyed, but, you know, who needs it? Okay, so you are connected. I've set this up at the best case scenario with the best RAM in it, but I need to upgrade it at some point. I just want to check out the 3D Mark score, just to know what I'm working with. And if I can actually get it up high enough with a graphics card that's already in my inventory, even better. That said, what was that? 1050 Ti, god damn. I don't think I have anything better. Gaming 4G. This is Gaming X 4G. This game is it's conveniently handing me a whole bunch of computers that I don't have inventory to fix. Just change it to a GTX 750. Oh yeah, I'm sure they won't notice. Just be sly. Just being like, the graphics on this game, everyone looks like paper mache. What did you do to my computer? I didn't do anything. Clearly, it's your fault. Whatever. Maybe it got damaged in transit. Sorry, I don't cover that. It's just a game. They are bots. They won't notice. Well, yeah, the game and the bots won't notice, but the game's programming will. It knows when the computer is ready. Okay, so the score it's handing me is 21. Oh, God, that's not bad. That's actually really good. I wonder if... What kind of CPU is in here? i5... Oh. Woof. Okay. That's actually pretty good. Okay, I think maybe I can overclock it. I'll go ahead and... I thought maybe I could, like, go and get a graphics card to try and take care of that, but... there. Alright. Never mind. Here. Everyone's gonna share RAM. I'm just trying to get the best score out of 3D Mark. There we are. What was the, Oh, I need to check and see what the GPU was in this. I wish the game was dumb enough that you could just hand them a box filled with peanuts. That would be great. Oh, wow. So it seems like this computer could use a lot of work on the GPU. So that being said, I do have at least... Well, the problem is that number's actually very high. So what I currently have sitting in my computer might not handle this. Well, you know, in my inventory, rather. So I have this, but I just bought it. And I know it's gonna... Actually, come to think of it, do I know it's gonna do it right? Because we got really, really close to 4,000 for the last score, but actually this is pretty high up. This might be the computer that needs this out of everyone. Because the other one's about like 3,200, right? I think so. So I'm just going to run a test on this. Okay. That is a very powerful, very pretty inside. Oh, whoops. Wait a minute. Almost forgot. Let's install this guy. I hope it doesn't give me a score like 3,700. Just throwing me a middle finger. It's like, so close! Alright, while that runs, I guess I'll go ahead and put this aside and take a look at the third one. Well, actually, I can't, since I need to wait for that thing to finish. Crud. Well, alright, I can take a look at the GPU. What the hell? Funny enough, I don't recognize the ME line. I haven't seen that in many computers. Alright, if any of them, this is the one that I feel like maybe I can get away with putting one of the other GPUs in. Getting $400 for that? Maybe. Depending on if I do a good job. Perhaps. Actually, I haven't been taking a look at the specs of these things. Let me do that. I can definitely improve it with some of the equipment in here. Like this one, this could probably improve this computer. Probably not significantly, though. But I'm gonna have to test. Worst case scenario, I get everybody a 1060 and everybody parties. So I'm cool with that. I think getting a 1060 for everyone would be within the price range. If not, I'm too generous for my own good. You're done yet? Yes, you are. Oh, shit! So close! God damn. I wonder if maybe adding the extra RAM will finally, like, boost that number up. It might. Okay, so we know that even the 1060 isn't enough to push this thing over the edge. But it's really close. More power! We need more power! Unlimited power! Oh god, it's times like these where I wish I had a soundboard. One of these days I'm gonna get a soundboard and everyone will regret it. I guarantee you. Alright. So this one is asking for a score of 3201. And also it's asking for 3D Mark because I didn't install. Oops. USB in the back. That's another thing I need to get. I need more USBs. Am I graduated from college? I have not gone to college. I've been making plans, but it is an expensive venture. I'm trying to work out a plan so that I can go to college, but at the exact same time, not have this, like, gargantuan hole in my pocket, which I got an idea. Not quite there. But if I were to go to college, I would want to go into some place that teaches things like, you know, computer science of some kind. Maybe I'll go into programming. That's always been kind of the thing that's caught my interest, is just working with computers and technology. Alright, so now you have to run for a while. Alright, so clearly we have proven that we're starting to get to a point where these aren't going to cut it. But, oh, we're so close, though. I'm so tempted. I want to buy a whole bunch and just call it a day. But I know that that's a waste of money. It's better to be careful. It sucks that, like, all three of these computers are basically the exact same problem. Like, want to upgrade, 8 gig of RAM, and like, I want a specific score, but the scores are all different. I wonder what kind of lag do you got on the stream? Because if you're watching on Twitch, if you're watching on Twitch via Google Chrome, I have set it up so that it's got the least amount of lag. And then we've got YouTube, which has got the most lag. So good on you, YouTube. Oh, wow. That's pathetic. Yep. You know what? Just because I'm crazy, I'm gonna add 3 of these. Why the hell not? So, free RAM for everybody. Some brand new graphics cards. All of them delivered tomorrow. I mean, I got 9,000. Actually, no, after this it's gonna be, yeah, 8,000. Still, I've got nothing but a positive. The funny thing is that at some point, when I make enough money and when I have enough flexible income, you see that I have the ability to pick up this computer. And I think at some point you can take this and you can make a, you know, your own personal PC out of it. So at some point, when I get enough money, I will definitely work on a personal PC over here that's going to do a lot of power and a lot of cool things. All right. So there's that. Oh, hey, the rent is due tomorrow. Great. I don't work on the weekends, right? I don't see why I would. Alright, I'll order tomorrow. Alright, I guess I'll turn you off for today, and you as well. Kind of sucks. This is the first time I've done a day where I can't send out a PC functionally. So why do you ask? Are you graduated from college? Good God. Look at all that stuff. Oh, her must complete job. Must complete job. That's scary. It's a lot of expensive nonsense. Hey. Alright. So you. The RAM you need is this brand spanking new stick, and I don't know, maybe this new RAM will be able to push it to its limit. Perhaps. Wait a minute. Did I get the, Oh, no, that's the used one. Never mind. Almost grabbed the wrong one. Okay. And the score in this computer was trash. Honestly, I kind of want to just do the easy thing and put a really nice graphics card in here and say, you're done! And I'm so confident that it's done, I'm just going to put the side panel on it and call it. Well, I can't. Now I need to run 3D Mark. But it's cool, you know what I mean. Alright. I'll let that do its thing. Now for this one. I think the solution I'm about to do is basically the same for every single one of you guys in it. Clunk. And you've already got the... Right, this is the computer that it's kind of like an enigma. Maybe having better RAM in here will do the job, but I don't really know. Oh, wait a minute. Here. Dude, up until this point, like, before I started playing this game, I didn't even know a CPU lock was a thing. I figured that was something that would just be built into every single case, and something that can't be pulled out. It's weird. Alright. It's looking smooth so far. But playing this game definitely does... It's tempted me with the idea. At some point, I would love to go into my computer in a risk-free environment and do some overclocking work. You're addicted to sugar. Help. I can't help you, buddy. I have a soda right in front of my face. Oh, actually, speaking of which, I just went out and got myself a bottle of that, like, real sugar Mexican Coke. Coca-Cola, I should say. I ain't on the drug. What the? Okay. $28.79. Really? Coca-Cola, the real one? Yes. You've heard about Mexican Coke, right? If you haven't, then, ooh, I got a story to tell you. There's where I can improve things. The CPU. There we go. I can do that. I didn't really look at that. Let's see. What do I even have in my inventory? Yeah, I do have this. And that should work. It's used, but the customer does not need to know that. And then I guess this. I don't know if I need a more powerful fan or not. Probably not. What are the chances? Cut. Please. No, but for real, you've heard of Mexican Coke, right? Yes. I mean, you know. Alright, run this a second time. You should work fine. Oh, it's so close. Shit. 3708, so the RAM did nothing. Okay. So that means I'm going to need to improve something. The CPU is already pretty good. This is a real nice GPU. You mean Coca-Cola, like the name, or other type of soda? Oh, yeah, Coca-Cola. Alright, I think I'm gonna need to overclock this sucker. I could probably make that happen. Yeah, you have tried that one before. Oh, dude, it is so... It kind of annoys me because, again, that's supposed to be Coca-Cola's original recipe, you know, with actual cane sugar in it. Yeah, the exported from Mexico one. It's nice. And I'm just drinking this. There's a more stickiness to it, if that makes any sense. The more bubbles are gas. I've never really noticed that. I just noticed that, again, it's sweeter, and it feels like you don't need to drink nearly as much to get the potency. Maybe it does have something to do with the bubbles, too. Yeah, that might be it, too. Alright. 34. Oh, wow. Yep. We are done with this one. Cool. I'll work on overclocking the other one just as soon as I'm done with this. This one should be a no-brainer, I think. But we've proven that putting new RAM in here doesn't really fix much in terms of... Here. In terms of quality, it doesn't really do much to fix it. Okay. See, I don't know. I'm a little bit of a hipster when it comes to soda. I like weird sodas. That's the thing. Like, the weirder the better as far as I'm concerned. And that's why sort of like I don't really have a bias towards Pepsi, but PepsiCo will at least go and do more experiments with stuff. And that's what I really like. Oh yeah, I've tried Real Sugar Pepsi, and it tastes radically different from what Pepsi normally tastes like. It's weird. But I don't really like Coca-Cola over Pepsi or Pepsi over Coke. It's like, whatever. It's a sugary drink. I'm totally fine with either one, depending on how my mood is and what I'm thinking at the moment. Uh-oh. Oh, you sent me a link. Send that in... Either that or it was a link or something else. I'd send that in a PM. Personal message. Jarritos. I've never tried that before, no. Here, while this is running, I'm going to go ahead and look that up real quick. Jarritos. Let me see. Ooh. That looks fancy. Wikipedia, tell me more about it. Popular brand of soft drink in Mexico. Interesting. So, alright, so it's just a whole bunch of different flavors of soft drinks? I have never tried that before, no. Might have to look into that. How much does it cost to just get it from Amazon? A significant amount, holy shit. It's a pack of 6, but it's 20 bucks. Wow. And that's the lemon drink. Wow. Darf. I tend to just go for... I tend to go for a whole lot of, like, the locally brewed stuff that I tend to find here. Like the random weird root beers that people have and people make. Okay, so what's the... I don't think I can overclock using this board. Though... I just had a thought. Because I kind of screwed up, and I bought this really, really nice EVGA before, and I couldn't use it. I wonder if maybe I can put this EVGA in here, and then work on the overclocking for this computer. It's an Intel. I think this would work. The CBGA is an Intel, correct? Let me check. Yes, it is an Intel. Ooh. Okay, so I may want to consider pulling this rig apart and attempting to try and overclock the CPU and just to get a better score. Because this is really close. 2158, dude. 2225. Like, it's very, very close. So I got two computers that I'm going to need to try and overclock. That's to say that I will be able to do it in the first place. But I can always try. Worst case scenario, I burn something. But yeah, whatever. That don't matter. Take you off. What else? Oh, right. Need to disconnect all that from the back. There's the main problem. If this is a simulator, then that means it does still need to be a little bit tedious when it comes to disconnecting everything. Have I tried? Champurrado. I'm gonna tell you, honestly, probably not. Here, where is that located? Where is it? Where is my web browser? Puzzle. Tamales. Taco de Birra. Honestly, I probably haven't. Because you're saying a whole lot of brands located in California. And I am not a resident there, so... You probably have a lot of stuff over there that I have never even seen. Actually, I did take a trip down to California one time. And it's just interesting. The culture shock of going to some other location that... is relatively, like, it's pretty much the same as you, but then you go into just a store or a shop, and you'll see these random ass like local brands. It's like, what the heck are you? It's like, I don't know what this is. Just like Flamenco's cheese? Where does that come from? Or just like another really scary, another really funny thing is that like there's a whole lot of like there's like fresh produce and there's also like fresh bakery type of stuff that brand wise you don't recognize, like never seen in your entire life. And thanks to that, you're looking at it and you're wondering, is this quality? I don't know if it's quality. That was me when I decided to go down to California one time. I'm just scratching my head. It's like, is this good? Is this bad? All right, what GPU did I have in here? I think it was... Oh, right, it was the last thing I pulled out. If I can save some money, I will. We eat... Cocaranches in Mexico? God, that word, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. It's hilarious because I should be able to, like, you know, funny enough, it's sort of English, sort of not. Just because it's, oh, wait. Oh, cockroaches. Yeah, you eat cockroaches in Mexico. Well, if the dude on Weird Foods can do it, then I won't judge. I have a mom who, for whatever reason, she likes to watch these shows, but she's always just very surprised whenever she goes and sees that, and just being like, oh, he's eating a bug! Yes, he is eating a bug. Have you seen this show? Alright, anything else that I need to do? Because alright, I replaced the entire GPU. The storage is the same, the power's the same. Basically, everything's the same. I just need to, like, cable it up. Which, oh, I've already kind of done. Alright. Ready to... Oh, it's missing cables, apparently. Where is it missing cables? Oh, right here. Oh, right. I disconnected the hard drive, so that's probably broken. Is that it, or where? Oh, all right, up here. Got it. Yeah, I don't think I have the stomach to be able to eat a bug. There's just something very squicky and creepy about that. It's fried still. No. I don't want. You know the funny thing about what I just did? Pulling the motherboard out and replacing it with a new one? If I did that on a regular PC, if Windows was installed on this, it would be having a shit fit right now. Because it's just like, what new hardware is this? Ah, I'm not registered to this thing. No, lock up. Stop. What the hell are you feeding me? Alright, so the score I need... You know what? I'm curious, after moving over to another motherboard, is the score any different? Probably not, but I'm insanely curious. You, on the other hand, we're gonna need to work on you. So, what kind of a cooler is on here already? I should probably check that. It doesn't look like one of the advanced ones, and that's what's kind of scaring me. Because I might overheat something a little bit easier. Yeah, it looks like one of these. Alright. Quesadilla? Ooh, I could go for that. I don't know. I found that a whole lot of Mexican food that is located within the States tends to be very Americanized. Like, ridiculously. Especially if you go to a place like Taco Bell. Alright. So, let's do this. So the CPU that's in here, 6-core, it's already set up to 400 megahertz CPU speed. And I'm trying to remember, okay, the base clock I should not screw around with. Or, I mean, if you wanted to do something advanced, I think you could mess around with it. The only things I want to change is the load of the voltage. I'm going to keep it at 150 because that's sort of the safe margin. I'm going to bump this up to 4100 megahertz, and I'm going to see if that does anything for the score. And hopefully this thing doesn't overheat. Because if it overheats, well, darn. Speaking of which, actually, it just occurred to me. Before I decide to do 3D Mark, I should actually install the monitoring software. Yeah, OCCT. Which? What? I'm confused. Come on. It's as tedious as restarting your own PC. Alright. Okay. So let's see if this overheats now that I have set it up this way. Have I ate mole? Oh, mole? What? Are you trying to say mole? What? I'm confused. Alright. I'm gonna try and run this. Oh. Not the animal. The second word. Okay. Does it work? We are teetering on the edge. Holy crap. I think 41 is the max, I'm gonna guess. Alright. So, we've tested this and we know that this thing isn't gonna crash, but it's freaking close. Alright. Your score is 2165. Was that any better than the other one? I don't think it was any better. Well, if we're going to be overclocking you, let's just cut to the chase. Still, install OCCT again. Have I ate mole? I'm not entirely... Are you talking guacamole? If that's the question, then, no. Oh, well, then. I have... either way, no. Alright. So, this is an EVGA board. This is neat. Now, again, the cool thing is that they try and mirror what the BIOS screens are for the individual brands that they use, and that's really cool. Ah, you sent me a PM. Alright. Here, let me scroll down and see that. Where are you? There it is. Mole. What even? I'm not even sure what this is. Well, there's mole sauce. The 7 moles of Oaxaca. Food Republic. It looks nasty, but it's good, trust me. You know what? I'm sure it's fine. I found that there's a whole lot of foods out there that, like, from the starting point, you look at it and you go, oh god, no. But you never know unless you try it. Alright, so what do I want to do here? Can I overclock crap in this thing? I'm trying to see where the CPU overclocking could possibly be. I can do that in here, can I? Unless there's something about this that I don't know. Because this is the system page, and that's the RAM page. RAM page. Yeah, I can't find the, Maybe I... Oh, you know what? It just occurred to me. Maybe the CPU can't even be overclocked. Shoot! Oh, hey, you're done. 2117. Okay. And this was done after I did the overclocking? Wait a minute. That's not right, is it? I'm confused. Wasn't this a higher score before? I thought it might have been an... Oh, wow. The CPU test actually came back very negative. So I don't think this is balanced properly. Alright, you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to power this off. Because I want to have a better CPU cooler. I'm going to pull this one off too. Here. I'm going to make this work. I don't know how and I don't know why, but I'm going to make this work. Come on. There we go. That's connected. And then I guess I'll... Well, alright. So the CPU in here is... It's nice, but I guess maybe I can't overclock it. I never thought that might be the case, but... Let me just check it real quick. Intel Core i5. I mean, there's nothing in here that says that I can't, but it doesn't say that I can either. No. I think I should just be thankful for what I've already got in here. Maybe I should just call it quits and put the really nice graphics card in. It'll work. It'll do the job. Does this game have an end? Well, it's currently in early access. I'd have to assume it probably doesn't. But I do know that there are certain computers that I have not got just yet. I've been a little bit spoiled because this thing has some Steam collector, or, you know, like the Steam trading cards. Those things. And one of them spoiled one particular computer, and I really, really badly want to get to that part of the game. Not going to say exactly what it is here, but... what's the difference between has and have? English learner, sorry. Oh, no problem. The difference between it is has and have. One of them is past tense, and one of them is current tense. Had is past tense, and actually have and has. Have and has. I'm trying to remember that. Because you're not asking about had. That's past tense. I think it just has to do with how you structure the sentence. In certain cases, has works in one place and then have doesn't. I don't know. English is stupid. I'm going to admit that and say that right off the bat. It's got a whole bunch of rules that don't make any kind of sense. And at the end of the day, I'm sure that if you tried to talk to somebody in another language, it'd be a lot clearer. That being said, I think English... I don't want to say it's easier to learn, because I do know some people that have attempted to try and learn it. And... I don't know. They have a lot of trouble trying to, like, figure that stuff out. Okay, so I've installed the GPU. Now let's just run this and see if it works. Has could also be used in the case of describing what somebody has. I think it's based off of who you say it to in what direction. Like, for example, if I were talking about somebody else, I would say, oh, that person has a nice haircut. Whereas if I'm talking directly to them, I would say, oh, you have a nice haircut. Like, it's another one of those rules, and there's the silly little things about English. Does this game have an end? Again, it doesn't really have an end right now, I don't think. I think that the end goal is just to have a tyrannical amount of money, I think. Why not has in the sentence? Just because, like, have makes a little bit more sense in this case, because we're talking, like, directly about the... God, I don't even know. You're gonna have to talk to an English teacher, because, like, I'm not an English teacher. All I know is that, like, have is the more proper one, just based off the fact that I've been using it my entire life, and I know it's proper. But then it sounds better. I don't know. Okay, so I bumped this thing up to 41 for the ratio. Can I bump it up to 42 safely? Probably not. I don't even know what increments you're supposed to do this in. I just know you don't overpower it, otherwise things get really hairy. Oh, God. Yeah, look at the CPU temp. That ain't good. And I guarantee you, if I press this on button, we're gonna get a blue screen. Yep. Knew it. Well, what do I do here then? Let me bring it back down to 41. And then I want to test it to see how hot it gets. Shoot. I've actually heard that's how you overclock your system. Like, just let it blue screen. And if it blue screens, then you just go back to the drawing board, readjust it, rescale it back, and find what gives you the best power for what you're working with. I also learned that apparently with certain chips, they overclock better than other ones. And that's the main reason why manufacturers tend to not want to advertise to consumers, like to basic consumers, that you can overclock your chips. Just because you don't know if one chip's gonna work overclocking or not. It might. It might not. Again, you don't know. So it's a lot easier to just blanket say, yeah, whatever. It's a thing. If you want to, go ahead, try it. But they don't guarantee anything. Alright. So I did see that there was a little incremental improvement. Here's a question. I wonder if I lower the voltage down, because it was sitting at 135 before. What if I lower the voltage down? Will that improve on the heat? And if it improves on the heat, can I then up it a little bit more in power? No, the heat looks like it's still a problem. But what happens now that I've adjusted the power? Yes! Shit. Okay. So the power is important. So let me just scale that back up. Okay, so clearly 41 is underneath. But what about 41.25? Let's just keep scaling it up until eventually we get a blue screen, and then we know where our cap is. Go. Behave, CPU. Oh, it worked. But how effectively? I just wonder, like, at what ratio have I broken this? It's sitting at 103%. The funny thing is, when you're actually overclocking something, you need to do a lot more testing to make sure that it can perform underneath a heavy load. You need to run it through, like, a lot of different scenarios of all kinds of nonsense. I don't know. I have not personally tried it or done anything like that. But I do know that just because it works for about 30 seconds doesn't inherently mean that it works. It just means that, oh, it worked for now. All right. So 41.25 works. Let's try 41.50. All right. Yep. Oh, God. I think it was sitting at 60 degrees Celsius before. I think. Oh, okay. All right. Still safe. I think. The funny thing is, like, it's attempting to try and emulate a computer in some capacity, but I do think behind the scenes, I think there is a bit of a kill switch. Like, nope, stat-wise, that isn't going to work. Like, they're not throwing in random chance in any of these things, is what I mean. All right. So, what about 4170? Is it really 42 where it just all hell breaks loose? I'm curious. I am excited to see what happens. Go. Oh, Jesus. Wow. That's a lot of extra temperature. Yep, found it. Okay, so we know where the cap is. But does that make the computer more efficient? I don't know, because the score... The thing is, like, the 3D score that we ended up getting was still complete trash because I overclocked. Okay, so the FPS has shot from being very good to being trash. I think that's the problem. So the score, all right. What's your score? 3483. Hey, it looks like you work. Cool. Right. I'm picking you up and I'm kicking you out. Get the heck out of my house. So, what I assume is that I think, despite the fact that the CPU is at least running, I think it's overheating a little bit. And I think that's where the performance is going. So if the cooler was any good or any better, maybe that would work out. Come to think of it, I didn't run this thing while it was on, yeah. I might want to actually set it back down. Definitely try that. What kind of coolers are currently sitting in the shop? Oh god, nope. Because the one that we currently have strapped into the computer right now is one of these. 100 CFM. What's the best CFM we can possibly get? Not great. There's a lot of fancy air coolers in here, but nothing improved. Even like the liquid cooling isn't any better than a fan. Has is the third person singular present tense of have. This just means that it should be used when you are speaking. Here. Have is used when, okay, with the first and second person singular present and plural tense, and the third person plural. Again, English has so many rules. I'm sure a lot of other languages have other rules too, but... And now I know. And knowing is half the battle. Okay. I'm actually going to set the overclock back down a little bit. Because maybe now that I've done this... Here. 41... did I check to see if 145 would work? I don't know if I did. Because again, I think the amount of electricity that you're putting through it also cranks up the heat just a little bit. There's only one way to tell. Underpowering it just causes errors. See, that's no better. But I'm going to run it again, just in case. Ooh, wait a minute. Ooh. Hey. Hey! FPS is actually sticking at a solid... See, the thing is, alright, I have determined that this screen right here is the CPU's performance being tested. I noticed that because check the FPS in the corner there. It's sitting at 17.6.5. It's sort of like jumping in between those two. And you'll notice that when we jump over to the next screen, suddenly everything jumps up. It's like, oh, 22, 23. Oopsies. Oh, did I exit out of that? Oopsies. My bad. I think it's swapping over to the GPU then, and I think the third screen is both of them working in tandem. Why doesn't he have a car? Who? Is it correct? No. No, the term is, why doesn't he have a car? God, I don't even... It's sad to say that I know what the right answer is, but I can't explain it. That's the most frustrating part. It gets easier, I know that. The weird part is that I know a friend who spelling was not his bag in school, but the odd part is that I actually had a little better time at the spelling portion of school and stuff like that, which is a shame because my friend, again, he wasn't really good with it, and nowadays we make fun of him a lot because he misspells things in our Discord chat. So has is just with pronouns. Heck if I know, man. See, the thing is, I've been out of school for a really long period of time. So, oh, and the scary thing is that if I ever do to go to college, you need to have generals. And that means I'm going to have to redo a ton of the stuff that I've already done in school. Piss, jeez. I do not understand. I've tried to overclock this thing, and now it's just sort of sitting at a, it works. I don't know what you want from me, computer. I feel like at this stage, I should just go and get a new graphics card for this thing. Like, I've tried so hard, and I don't think it worked. And I'm not going to improve the CPU anymore, so okay. Right, so this was the last model. I'm sinking. Remember that this computer was going to hand me about 400 bucks before. Well, now it's not. Because I'm buying way more stuff than I should be at this stage. But, what are you going to do? What would be the better one out of these two? This one's a little smaller. But the wattage just sucks. I think it'll fit in the case. So, I'll get him one of these. Right, fine. You win. You win. Although these ones work perfectly fine. Why does he have a knife? I don't know. Why does he have a knife? See, that one is right. Alright. Oh, hey, wait a minute. Okay, so I've already done this one. So let's collect the money for this, collect the money for that. To make whatever money we can right now. Okay. So I need to work on this. Oh, crap. I almost forgot. My rent is due. Alright, well, let's pay all that frickin' stuff off. New stuff. Added the following parts. Oh god, it's this guy again. An upgrade, I beg of thee. Greetings, the computer thou built for me was a triumph. If thou could have seen the jealous counterns arrayed at my LARP group meeting when I told them of its power. Alas, it was not last. It was not the last, rather. Feudal Fantasy 13, recommended spec, has been released. Too much critical acclaim, but it is runneth not as well as I'd hoped. I have grass and shadow settings at medium, yet still I cannot reach 60 frames per second during battle. They make a mockery of me in our LARP group chat. I entreat thee, upgrade this computer so that I may see the glory of max settings and show everyone that I am not simply a fool to be laughed at. Anxiously awaiting that reply, thy reply rather. Catherine Brenton, Assistant Guildmaster of Ravagers. So what she wants now is she wants me to upgrade the PC so that it runs the final Feudal Fantasy, this, recommended specs, 13. Okay. How does he have a lot of money? I don't know. Cushy job. I will not judge. I'm making plenty of money at this thing. I hate using my computer at the moment. In terms of performance, I want to benchmark around that. You've got to get it done by this. From our Woodall, which, you know what? At this stage, I have so much spare parts sitting around, I feel like I can probably reach this number. That being said, I don't really know what parts he has in his computer. Nuts. Oh, okay. Right. It looks like the only thing I could possibly do right now is to get this guy's graphics card, which is 380 bucks. Done. That'll be showing up tomorrow. As well as the other computers. I guess that's everything. Well, this is a long and not very eventful day. Well, alright, I won't say that. I got 2 computers out the door. Also, were those the computers that required them to be done immediately? Because I don't remember... Oh, yeah. Must complete job, and I think that one's the one from before. Maybe? I don't remember. Ugh. Anyway. So there's the card. I'm just gonna go ahead and take care of that right the frig now. Cause, jeez. Move you. It'll be interesting to plug this in and see how much power we get out of it. This fancy smancy. Oh dear, holy hell. That's a big graphics card. Right. If this doesn't work at this stage, I don't know what else. Oh, damn it, oh, I missed it. Okay. Can I still send it out? I'd be very sad if I couldn't. Maybe I won't get my money or something. You know what? That's a good question, actually. Let me check to see if I can even send it out for the money. Maybe I've been, like, docked pay. I'll check my email. Here we go. So I missed it. I'm gonna put it together. I'm gonna see if I'm going to get paid for this, or if they're going to be difficult with me. If they are going to be difficult with me, then, screw them. I'm not sending them their computer with all this fancy shit in it. I don't care. I think I'm allowed to do that. I hope I am, anyway. I think this is the first time that I've ever missed one of those things. Okay, I'm curious to see what the frames per second will be now that I've installed this new card. Because before it was sitting at around 20, 22 frames per second consistently. At least like during the graphics card testing. Is it a 1080? It's freaking close, I'll say that. No, we're not quite at that age yet. I'm looking forward to when we get there. I just wonder if they're going to add the... a little bit better. 25, 26. I'm wondering if... I wonder if PC Building Simulator will start adding all of, like, the brand new line of NVIDIA cards once a bunch of benchmarks come out for it. You know, like the RTX round that they're doing, like the 2080 or whatever. Because I think those would be pretty fun to play around with. Though, in order for that to work, you're gonna need to make sure that all of the graphics cards that you have supplied in the game work with it. I think they do. Whatever, it'll be fun when we figure it out. Now, see, the FPS is sitting at 23 now, and I think this is a combination of the graphics card running and the CPU running, and they're trying to collaborate to give it the best image. Yep. There we go. So I can't leave it by the door. Yep. I think this computer is junked. It's shit. Well, you know what? Whatever. If I'm not going to get my money for this thing, then I'm taking all of my parts back. Because screw you, sir. How come I built all these computers and not messed up? I mean, I know quite a bit about computers, and the thing is, I've done pretty good up to this point, but it's the time limit that's really killing me. Now, I think what I can do here is I can go into the computer, pull all this stuff out. You had a really nice motherboard that I'm pretty sure I didn't install that motherboard in it. So I've just straight up, you know, jacked this motherboard. I think that'll about do it. I don't need to pull anything more out of it. Now I can go over to here and I can say, quit. When this job arrived, the PC was worth this much, but the currently build is this. Are you sure you want to pay this? Oh, okay. So I'm going to have to pay him in order to return it. Okay. Sure. Whatever. I got a whole bunch of your parts. So that's how that works. Did you wrote that right? How come I build all these computers and not messed up? Close. Because I'm just trying to figure out the context of the words. Alright. Hi, are you available for a job? My computer is so slow. I am hyped to finally play World of Warcraft at the recommended specs. Can you run 3D Mark to check there is enough power? I'd like to be done by this. So it looks like they're sending me a PC and they want me to bring it up to the recommended specs. Alright. Is it the messed up? How come you build all these computers and not messed up? I think in that context with the sentence, mess up would be better than using the word messed up. Can't explain why, it's just, it doesn't sound right to me. But again, I'm not an English major, so take that with a little grain of salt. Alright, so what do we got? So we need a 3D Mark score of that. So only mess. Again. Okay, alright, so this needs to be at Feudal Fantasy at oh, right. Oh, whoops, I probably should have gone and got those parts. Just occurred to me, I could, or forgot. Because I could have gone into Will It Run, I could have gone to Feudal Fantasy, and I could have looked at the recommended specs page. Shite. Alright. Well, alright. Let's take a... Funny enough. Here, let me plug in the USB drive. I got an idea. I haven't really done this. And honestly, why haven't I? But plug all those in. Start it up. And I want to install Will It Run directly on the computer. That way we can just make an adjustment based off of the stats that Will It Run reads on this PC. I think that sounds reasonable enough. While you're restarting, I'm going to take you and drag you over here. I do feel kind of bad that I pulled that dude's computer apart. Just like, screw it. Alright. You are going to need a new graphics card, more RAM, and the VRAM is directly connected to the graphics card. The CPU is fine, the storage is fine. Alright. So, I believe... Yeah, I are... I remember. I installed this really crappy piece of RAM into this thing. So, what kind of RAM stick was that? I'm going to print screen. Then I'm going to head over to... there. I'm just copying and pasting it into Photoshop just so I know what part I'm looking for here. There we go. Just so I have a reference, so I can go over to the store, head over to the shop, go to memory, and what I'm looking for is the ADATA Premiere Series 8 gigabytes. So if I add that to the computer, I'll have the 16 gigs of data, 16 gigs that I need. And then the card that it wants, would it work if I just installed a better card? Does it need the specific card? I feel like it doesn't, but... just change everything. I'm not made of money. Would it make sense if I just, like, installed something that was inherently better? Because the video... Oh, right. So the video RAM is gonna need to be 4 gigs, for sure. The core frequency, 1468. 17... Actually, funny enough, wait. I didn't even check that Will It Run page. Hold up. Maybe I have the card and I can just make the swap. Okay, so the card that I need is the AMD Radeon RX 570. Well, already, it's telling me I don't have it. But... Well, I don't really know what's inside the AMD Radeon RX 570, but it's a 4 gigabyte... Yeah, it's a 4 gigabyte video RAM thing. So in theory, this should work. Like, why wouldn't it? 4 gigabytes of video RAM, and the one that was already in there was this one, sitting at a 1000 megahertz core frequency, 1250 megahertz. I suppose it needs to, technically speaking, yeah. If we're gonna split hairs at the end of the day, what they're asking for is specific recommended specs. What else do I have in here anyway? Story time? I don't know. I didn't have a story. I'm just gonna try this. I don't know if it'll... Oh, sorry. Sorry. Come on. Now I think I need to pop this back into place just to install it. No. See, I've learned from my mistakes in the past. It's a lot better to just go and grab the graphics card that they want you to put in the computer, as opposed to trying to use your inventory that you already have. BRB? Okay. I'm not going to be on for too much longer, I'm just going to say. Alright. So the best thing that I can do right about now is go RX 5... Oh, hello. Yeah, I've been SLIing the ever-loving hell out of these. I remember this thing now. Okay. So I've added that, so he needs more memory and he needs that graphics card. Which, yep. That's about right. That's that computer. What about you? What you need is 3D Mark score of that. Well, what can I do to make that happen? The graphics card isn't horrible. Actually, that's pretty freaking good. Holy shit. But what do you have for CPU? Oh, wow. Okay, yep. We can improve things here, that's for sure. Let me take a look at what I can do CPU-wise. Actually, what do I have inside my my inventory at this moment? This is the old one. This is broken. Get out of here. And a bunch of Celerons. At this stage, I feel like I probably don't even need all these Celerons. I think I want to go for getting a nuke CPU, though. i5s, i3s. I do wonder if any of these things would be any better. Because that one was an i3. This one is a... Crap. So hard to focus on. And then we have, like, Core i7s as well. In case I want to spend an arm and a leg. Which, you know what? If I want to just get this done and over with, I might. It's not a bad concept. Here, Core i7 6700K. Oh, this is kind of excessive. How much are you asking me for, by the way? 255. It'd be a very lazy decision for me to just go and get that one. A smart individual would go and grab the CPU that would make the most sense for the build. I'm not a smart man, though. I think I've proven that. On many occasions. I'm gonna... Okay, the other one was a Core i3. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go for a Core i5. But I'm gonna get one of the better ones. What's the difference between these two things? Oh, one of them works with a higher wattage. Okay. I'm gonna go with that one. But, just in case... What kind of CPU cooler did it have? I pulled it off. Let me see. Kind of a crap one. I already have this one, so I could just swap that out. And I think that's exactly what I'm going to do, just to try and save some money on this particular case. Alright. So those are on the way. I think that'll about do it, because his graphics card's pretty freaking good. And even if it isn't good enough, I do have something that is a step above it. So I'm going to say, I think we're good with that. But, first off... okay, that's in transit, so I can't do anything with that. Can play World of Warcraft recommended specs. I don't know what kind of specs you have, so... I'm just going to buy all this stuff. And we're getting close. I think this might be the last day that I decide to play today. Yeah, you guys are off. Good. Alright, final day of the night. Oh god, must complete job coming up. Scared. There's all the parts. I'm confident. I'm cool. So, for you, we need to upgrade the RAM. And the graphics card. Which the graphics card you want is this one. That's just so strange. It's like hatchback PCI lock. Guess it's better than the PCI lock just straight up not being there. Ah, there we go. All strapped in, ready to go. Now, let me just pop this hatch in. Pluck. And make sure the PC runs. I'd love it if it gave you the option to just say, it works. Who cares? It's fine. It's fine. It'll work. Why put in the effort? Alright, so, new CPU time. Core i5. And, yeah, that's pretty much the best thing that I have in my inventory. Holy crap. I'd like to think this would be enough. Hopefully. If it ain't, it's time to do... Well, wait a minute. This board does not overclock, so we might find ourselves in another situation where I'll need to pull the whole damn thing apart just to try and overclock it. Cool. That's fine. I hope that doesn't happen, but... $36.46. These are interesting numbers that people are pulling out of their asses. Like, where is this coming from? Like, why do you need that score? Oh, right. Damn it. No. Connect. And I'll keep the USB in there just in case I need to install something else. Actually, wait a minute. Just in case you decide to be an asshole, I'm just going to install OCCT now. kind of useless, but, you know, when you have unlimited licenses to be able to install all these, it's like, well, I don't have all the programs, all of them. World of Warcraft at recommended specs. Hey. Actually, technically this thing works. And also, it's not asking me to really do any kind of upgrades aside from upgrading it so that World of Warcraft works at recommended settings, so I can just start this thing up and I can get to going on there. Alright, let's run 3D Mark. CPU ain't the best. Ooh, I like the screensaver. So actually, no, that's not a screensaver. Son of a bitch. I should know these things. I've been working with computers for years. I suppose I didn't even need to install that. I needed to install Will It Run. That's what I was trying to do. I don't know. I'm getting frazzled. Also, I haven't had dinner yet. Well, hopefully having a decent graphics card will boost this thing to victory, as it were. Alright. So, World of Warcraft. What are the recommended specs? Shit. Alright. Wow. 1050 Ti is what's in it right now. And the needed one is the AMD Radeon. Alright. R9 290. I don't even know if I have that or not. I'm gonna check. If I have it, then miracles. Oh, it's the 280. Damn it. Close, but no cigar. Alright. Almost made it. Almost. Guess I need to... So that's pretty freaking easy. I just need to go to the shop and grab that. I feel like, at this stage, some of these things I should be following by the book. I've royally fucked up a lot of people's computers, and actually I've lost money because of it. I need to stop, like, rapidly spending my money. I'm currently sitting on a gold mine of a lot of hardware, and I need to stop. Okay, so the R9 290. Huh. Really? This GPU of all things? That's weird. Also, which one do you want? It's not specifying. I'm just gonna guess and say that that's probably the one that you want. What's the score? 38-35. You are done. Cool. Well, good. I'm glad it was as simple as just installing the CPU. Alright. Sometimes it is, sometimes it ain't. And yoink! So violent, I'm sorry. What do we got? Okay, you're good. Hello, Victor. Welcome back. Alright, grabbing the GPU for that one. Soon. Okay, got 2 computers to send off, including this one. I don't want to be a fool to the LARP crew! I forget. So, the one that... Oh, wait a minute. The one I did that for. Recommended specs for that. And then I just, like, I followed the recommended specs, correct? I think that's how that worked out. And then that one I ended up doing by replacing the CPU, which that actually worked. I'll collect that money from you. And I'll collect that money from you. Thank you. Some new parts are available. Whoa. Some brand new graphics cards. Gaming rig issues. I bought a gaming rig from you a while back, and it's been having some issues. I got it with a wicked CPU cooler, but it seems to be overheating. Any idea what's going on and going wrong? Thanks, Dave. Ooh. That sounds fun. Sounds different. Available for upgrade work? Oh, always. Always upgrading people. Wow. You're giving me a lot of time, dude. Do you think you could help me make some upgrades? Gotta hit 4226 in benchmarks. I've gotten higher, I think. Can you put 4 gigs of RAM in, please? And get it done by that time. I can do that. And then as for the other thing, I don't really know what I'm supposed to buy for any of that stuff. But I do know that that computer over there wants me to get this graphics card. So that's fine. I guess you're going to be sitting here for tonight. Little bud. Shut him down. That got so dark. Okay, end of the day. And again, I have been playing for a while. Yeah, we're getting up to 2 hours of me playing the game. And I don't know, I think I'm getting just a tad bit... The thing is, like, the longer that I play a game like this, the more tedious it gets, and the less attention I give to every individual one. So I kind of want to put things off for here. And then probably come back to it next week. I don't know how many times I can continue to stream this. It's kind of the exact same thing over and over. I mean, it's fun. I enjoy tinkering around with computers. It's kind of my high. But I don't know how many times I could play this before it just been like, we get it, computers, fix. I mean, I've already played this about 7 times on the stream. Like, how many more times could I play this before I've kind of played it out? Yeah, I'm going to turn this on, why not? But yes, I haven't had dinner yet, and I need to go and take care of that. And it is very late, so I will be eating late. But that'll do it for the stream. So, thanks for coming out. I saw, like, Victor, you came out very early on, and I appreciate it very much. As soon as I get things processed, and as soon as I get things cut down, well, I'm not going to be cutting things down too much. I'm going to be uploading it to the YouTube, the VOD, if you ever want to take a look at it again. I stream on Saturdays, Sundays, and Wednesdays, all of them starting at around 7 o'clock. And again, if you want a rundown of the stuff that I'm usually playing, guess I'll be back for this game again. Next Wednesday, I think I'm going to be playing the Hat in Time mods again. Oh, by the way, since you're here, Victor, again, I saw that you were in chat, but that was at a time that I was really concentrating on just that ridiculous running around thing. So I apologize for not acknowledging you and saying hello. I will try and do better the next time. And then, yes, I've been playing just a retrospective of the Ace Attorney games, and I'm currently playing Professor Layton versus Ace Attorney, which is this like non-canon crossover that I stopped. I'm like, that looks like fun. I think I'm just going to play that, because it looks cool. Alright, again, I'm off to eat food. Probably, well, you were talking about quesadillas earlier. I don't have anything for quesadillas. I'll make something work. Again, thanks for coming out. See you next time.